Hey guys, today we are back on our 1194 project. I'm sorry it's been a while since you've heard from me. I've been working overtime at work for a while and then had a bunch of overtime there before Christmas. Then we had Christmas and New Year's with the family and I wasn't really worried about farm stuff for that. And it's been really crappy outside. It's been raining and snowing and sleeting and all kinds of stuff here for a couple weeks and the ground is just so wet. Trees are tipping over and it's too wet to like walk across the yard, let alone do anything out there. We also had the purple truck in and we were doing the clutch in it and a couple other things it needed desperately. No, not patching the bed. It's fine. It's got a new floor in it. It's got new angle iron and stuff in there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Got new tires though. So Dad went ahead, pulled pistons out for me, pulled the cam out for me, and inspected everything, and there's nothing wrong. The cam is beautiful. No scratches on it, no scoring, no funky shaped lobes, no broken lobes, nothing weird. Pistons, they're dirty. They've been slightly warm. There's a little oil stain there. Nothing. I mean, the heat and cool, they're gonna get color to them and stains and stuff on them. There's some carbon we're gonna clean off. Bearings. I mean, considering all the crap that was in the oil pan, that's not bad. That's not bad. I've taken way worse stuff apart that still had oil pressure and hadn't, at least lost that out of it yet. The rings are, I mean, we're putting new ones in, but they're not that bad. Pistons look great. No ringland failure or anything. No major wear on them. I mean, there's a little bit of wear on there. Little bit of wear on there, but nothing bad. We got a set of 20 over rings that are going to go in it because Dad got a deal on 20 over rings a while back, so we got a whole bunch of them. And we're out of stock rings at the moment. We've got 40 overs, but she's not getting bored out, so we're not using those. We got the flex hone. We're going to use that one of these days on here when I get back to this. The bores. Again, there's a little bit of rust there from when we pulled the head. We spilled a little bit of coolant because we were kind of sloppy on getting it off, and we didn't wait for all the coolant to drain, or we thought it drained and it wasn't. I forget how it went. Again, carbon ring on there, but nothing bad. Crank journals. Look at that shine. There's still a little bit of crosshatch in the bore too. We'll get that with the dingle ball hone that you've seen in my previous videos. We'll get that fixed up. Looking good. A little bit of crosshatch you can see there, but there's a bit of glazing too, so we'll take care of that. To pull the cam out, there's a couple things you got to do. You got to pull your tack drive. Got to pull this little dowel out that drives your lift pump. And your lifters, when you pull the cam, they'll fall down off their lobes, and they'll lock it in there. You won't be able to pull that out. So what Dad has figured out, there's two ways to do it. You can turn your engine block upside down, which works great if you have your engine block out, you're getting a bore job done on it, or you're getting, Babbitt bearings poured in it if it's one of those. Not in this case. We're not doing that. We're doing an in-frame rebuild on it. So you can see there's an O-ring on there. So what that does is you pick it up, put the O-ring on it. That one fell back down a little bit. But the O-ring has just enough tension to let it not slide the whole way back down to the bottom of the stroke, and it holds it up high enough that you can get your camshaft out from underneath of it without it catching. If you don't have O-rings that fit your lifters, or you really, not all engines have side covers like this to get into them. These are really nice about that. You can really get in there and look at your lifters and do the O-ring trick. You can use a magnet too. If you get a little magnet on a stick or whatever, you can stick it down your push rod hole, pull your lifters up as you slide your cam out. That's one of those things you do, whatever works. You figure it out. Plan for this. 20 over-rings, dingle ball hone in it. You guys have seen that in my previous videos. I used that on the 780 rebuild I did. It seems to be running pretty good now. And new bearings, all new gaskets. We're going to degrease the motor. Doesn't really need paint. Most of them need paint by the time they get to the point of getting worn out and needing rebuilt. This one doesn't need it. We'll get all the grease off it. All new gaskets. We're going to look at the lifters still. We got to pull them out and make sure they're good. But we'll pull them out and inspect them. And I'm going to take the oil pump apart and make sure there's no debris inside the oil filter from all that crap in the oil pan. And I'm going to take the oil filter and cut it open for you guys. And that way we can see what's going on in there. If the oil filter really saved this, or if all that stuff was just stuck in sludge on the bottom of the pan. That's where we're at with this project. And I thought I'd let you guys have a little update on it. Hopefully I get back to it here soon, but I am starting back up on overtime at work as well, so we'll have to see how that goes. How much time I'll have to work out in the shop. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and let me know if there's anything specifically you want to see more of, or questions you guys have about what I'm working on, or what you think might have happened to this engine that made the timing crash, or why a guy would not clean out his oil pan and stuff after his timing crashed. I've never seen one of these crash before. We've had 12 of these little 3-cylinders through the years, and some of them did get parted out for various issues they had, but it was never a timing related thing. We had one 4-cylinder crash timing years ago, but it was a 1200, and the real early ones were known for that occasionally happening. But if there's anything you guys want to see more of, certain repair work on certain machines we have, or how to do something, questions, comments, and stuff are always welcome. And thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for another one.